All right, bro. You probably never thought of this before. Usually, when you're dealing with a woman, of course, as we all know, women control the access to sex, men control the access to relationships. But I'm telling you right now, if you try this, if you happen to be in a relationship and you try these and you try it, you try going on semen retention, this is what's going to happen. You feel me? So I got a couple reasons as to why your relationship will improve with your lady if you practice semen retention. Okay, let me get straight into the video. It's not going to be too long. Okay, the first reason why I say that is because it keeps things exciting. Of course, I got my notes. It keeps things exciting with a good expectation. Um, when y'all look at a typical relationship, most typical relationships are based around what? Physically, the physical attraction, whether or not, the guy gets money, and whether or not the female has, a nice ass, a pretty face. And then usually from that, it's the sex. You know what I'm saying? Most relationships start and end with sex. But when you really think about it, bro, obviously, of course, that's what you want to do. You feel me? You see a fine ass female, you want to, y'all got a connection, and she finds you attractive. Yeah, you're gonna beat the brakes in. You feel me? You're gonna do what you got to do. And sometimes relationships will form off of that, and then that is not always the healthiest way to be in a relationship. You feel me? Because basing your a whole relationship off of just sex is gonna cause somebody. First of all, somebody will like the other person more than they like that person, and somebody is always gonna get hurt. Every single time that I've been in a relationship where it's just based off of sex, I either ended up hurting her feelings or my feelings was hurt. So going into a relationship, obviously, the obvious thing is to what? For a guy to provide and a female to, provide in other ways, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But if you go into a relationship and you're on semen retention and she actually respects you, I'm telling you right now, bro, y'all are going to be a little bit more spontaneous because now you control your sexual energy. You have it flowing through your body. So it's actually always with you at all times. You're glowing up, you're getting better day by day, working on yourself. When you're in a relationship and you're working on yourself and you holding on to your seed, she will start fiending. Okay? Not gonna lie. And rightfully so. And I think y'all should be the same way for your lady too, if you happen to be with her, you feel me? Um, and then also too, when you're on retention, you feel the feminine energy on a totally different level. Like, and because you are sensitive to the fact that like you have respect for the feminine energy, it's almost like when you are vibing with your girl, you don't necessarily have to have full blown sex to make love. You know, that's when you really have that real intimacy where you can look at a female. Like I'm telling you, that's why I say you need to learn body language, um, learn how to read and peep energy, know when a female is comfortable and when she's not. This is very important in order to have a healthy relationship and then also have a phenomenal time when it comes to being intimate. So if you are on retention, I'm telling you right now, bro, this will help everything kind of. It basically shit won't get too boring. You feel me? Me, I'm the type of person like, man, I ain't gonna hold you. After I smash a chick, there is that post nut clarity that I have if I happen to be, if I happen to release and shit. And sometimes a nigga just don't want to vibe. And you're just like, no, I'm good. Okay, I did what I had to do, and that's that. So if you base your relationship just around that, then that's just not going to be healthy. The second reason why I say you guys will actually have a better relationship with your lady if you're practicing semen retention is because, again, there will never be a dull moment because you have the creative energy. You have within your sacral chakra, after you've been retaining your energy for at least 30 days, you will have the creative energy to get things done, and you will always have something to say. Just like a Gemini. Gemini will always have something to say no matter what, you feel me? You don't necessarily have to be a Gemini to talk, you feel me? Depending on what your sign is. But I should say this though. Every single day, you are working to have not just a beautiful day, not just a fun day, but a creative, unique type of day, you feel me? So being able to like knowing that you gonna smash your girl or whatnot, because y'all already know what it is. Y'all probably had talked about it. Hey, I'm gonna go 2 weeks. I'm gonna go 30 days. But throughout those times when you go home and you see her, you hanging out type shit, get creative. Like for real. Like utilize your creative side. Obviously, obviously, most women are gonna be like, okay, I know what to do to get him to, if he wants to get into the bed and shit, they know what to do. They know how to cook. They know how to, like, you feel me, please you type shit. So you don't necessarily even have to tell her like, hey, don't do this for me or don't do that for me type shit. You feel me? Embrace her. Embrace the embrace the being around her type shit. Embrace y'all presence. Like feel her presence before you even penetrate. Bro, you have to understand, you gotta get to the mental before you actually really, really, start having sex with the female. Like they don't really get wet just off of what they see. They get wet off of like your presence, what you say to them, how you look at them. When you give them the look, like you about to tear that shit up. I'm telling you, they gonna feel that they're automatically gonna get wet as hell, bro. Just by your look. Your look improves so much when you practice retention. You have more masculine energy, and it's smooth. You smooth with it. You feel me? So yeah, this is why I say this. This excuse me. This is the second reason why I say your relationship will improve while you practice semen retention, because you will be more creative and there will never be a dull moment. Like dead ass. So the last reason why I say your relationship will improve with your lady if you are practicing semen retention is because overall you have a better connection. Okay. And you know how to recognize or utilize, I should say, your emotional intelligence. Some women from time to time, they will shit test you. Um, from time to time, you might piss a female off. And it's not even like you wake up in the morning and say that you're gonna piss them off, but like it just happens. Women go through emotional roller coasters, ups and downs every single day. The best thing that you can do is not overreact. Stop acting like a bee. Stop acting like you're needy. If she's mad at you, the best thing to do is like, hey, what are you mad at? Why are you mad? Are you mad at me? Do you want to talk about it? No, you don't want to talk about it right now? All right, cool. Because sometimes, I know in the past, like once a female is mad at me or whatnot, I'll be like, nah, what's up? Tell me, tell me. Tell me what I did. Tell me now, tell me now. And it's like the more I wasn't even exercising my emotional intelligence. So the more I try to push for it, the more she's like, oh, no, I'm not telling you now. What the fuck? So what I ended up doing was, instead of, like, when my girl gets mad at me, instead of me saying like, what you doing, what's wrong, like I ask. But if you don't want to have that conversation, then the best thing that you should do, and this is what I did. All right, cool. I see you're angry right now. We'll put a pin on this conversation. Well, hit me up when you ready to talk. You feel me? Especially when you know in your mind that you ain't do shit. And that's just what it is. You just need to have emotional intelligence, period. Don't put too much into, if your girl happens to be doing something negative, or maybe she wants to start she feels like she's not getting enough attention from you, so she's gonna be posting crazy online, you feel me, posting whatever. She might post a few pictures just to see how you are gonna react. I know in the past that shit used to piss me off. Like if I was busy if I was busy all day and I just didn't have time to talk to my girl, you know, I'm telling you, some I know in the past that has happened to me. You feel me? Where they be like, you know what, you're not paying me no mind. I'm gonna be posting and doing this and doing that. You feel me? That's just them wanting attention. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like you can see right through that shit. So it's like when that does happen, I mean, real talk. Like as far as your emotions go, like what's important, what's key, what's gonna come out of this, whether I get mad, whether or not she's posting or not. Like nigga, women are gonna do shit regardless. You feel me? Of course, you don't want to take no disrespect, of course, but when you as the guy have the emotional intelligence to always be like, you know what, I'm gonna bring it back in. We're gonna talk about this like grown adults. You say such and such. Bro, as a guy, always listen, always understand where a female is coming from, even if you disagree. But just really listen, because sometimes they will tell you what exactly the problem is. And it probably has nothing to do with you. This is why you have to have emotional intelligence. And you will have a better relationship when you are retaining your seed, because you'll have the godlike force energy flowing through your body. You'll have the access to the infinite intelligence. And then on top of that, too, now you know how to read body language. You know how to read and peep energy. So when you're with your lady, of course, she's going to have certain patterns just like you. You're going to have certain patterns. She's going to have certain patterns. And being able to retain your seed, and then low key, she kind of is being on the journey with you. Every time when y'all go for the big bang, it hit different. Every time. It hit different. Do your homework on the big bang. That shit, before the big bang, it was the whoop. It was the whoop. It was the big whoop. You feel me? So like what I'm saying is this. Retain your energy, take back your power, control yourself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the benefits you'll start to see while you're in a relationship is going to actually better her. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, you probably might turn her into a freak. No, and I know this is random and shit, but like, because when you're holding on to your seed and shit, and then when now you're ready to, get active like that, bro, you're gonna beat her shit in, bro. No cap. You're gonna beat her. There's gonna be times where you're gonna be beating her shit in. You're gonna be surprised with yourself. You be like, damn, I didn't even know I could throw my shit down like this. This shit crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a few pointers and tips as far as like, being on a retention journey while being in a committed relationship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This will make your relationship a lot more better, though. I promise you, dog. Because it's not going to be boring. It's not going to be typical. Y'all always going to have something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? She is going to be wondering from time to time, like, okay, well, does he love me? Does he need me type shit? But when y'all do link up, work your magic, bro. Work your magic. But understand, in a relationship, there's going to be, again, women control the access to sex. We control the access to relationships. And when we're in that, we have to keep a balance. Don't get into a relationship and get pussy whipped, okay? And become a pushover. Some guys, they be like, yeah, man, I'm this and that and that. And then they get into a relationship and then now they are a shell of themselves. You feel me? So drink your water. MGT, what it do? It's your boy Moody Starr, and I'm back again with another video. If you're new, you already know what to do, man. Become a subscriber, like the video, and join MGT. This is a channel where I like to highlight current events and talk about my spiritual walk here in this beautiful, fucked up, sideways ass matrix. Now, first of all, I gotta say a special shout out to anybody that's holding on to your energy, going within and being high vibrational. Here at MGT, this is what we do. We work on ourselves every single day. Shout out to everybody. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Peace.